Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Litter Media Live Special Edition for Fairfield County, which we do twice a month here on a Wednesday. And today we're being joined by Kimber Caito of the Fairfield County Park District. Kimber, welcome. Good to have you with us today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Let's talk about the Park District. How much area are we talking about, bike trails, that sort of thing?
Sure. Fairfield County Park District was established in 1981, and we started with one park, and it's now grown to over 23 properties. We're about 1,200 acres, just under 1,200 acres throughout the county. And we now have 12 parks that are open, actually 11 parks and one nature preserve. Have another nature preserve that is being developed. And lovely places full of historical features. We don't have any bike trails, but we do have many walking trails and a lot of things for people to enjoy.
What might be some of the more popular parks that people outside of Fairfield County might be familiar with?
Those that are most well known, probably the first that comes to mind is Steebleton Park at Rock Mill. Rock Mill is a restored 1824 grist mill that it's working on the last Sunday of each month. We mill corn the way it was done 200 years ago.
The parks that are actually in the city of Lancaster, is that run by the city itself, or is that part of the park district makeup?
There are several different park districts. Lancaster City Parks owns most of what is inside the city limits. We have one inside the city limits, which is Sensory Trail Park. And that's a very popular one. It's an all abilities park. So everything is accessible by wheelchair, even the treehouse. There are outdoor musical instruments. There's a lot. It's a small park, but there's a lot to do there.
The wonderful thing about doing video presentations like this, we can see some of what you're talking about. So Kimber, take us on a little video tour of some of the neat things you can see in the Fairfield County Park District.
One of the things we've just started this year is the Arts in the Parks series. And the first is the plein air in the parks. Any ages, all abilities, bring your sketch pad, bring whatever you like to paint or draw on, and come to the parks on the days we have posted on the website, and you can draw or paint. Our first one was last Saturday, just day before yesterday, I believe, and it was loads of fun. There was laughter in the park all day. So we have 7 more coming up where you can come and draw and paint and meet other people who like art. Another thing we have this year was our first official geo trail. If you haven't been geocaching, it's a lot of fun and you should try it. You go to geocaching.com, find Explore FCPD, and then follow the directions on how to register, and it will give you I've lost the right word, the coordinates to find the caches. And traditionally, when you do geocaching, you search for and find the cache or the little hidden box. Inside it are all kinds of trinkets. And it's traditional to you take something and you leave something for the next person to find. So you never know what you're going to get when you find the box. But more importantly, it takes you to many of our parks, and you might see places in the county that you've never seen before. This photo was taken at Two Glaciers Park. It is Johnson Covered Bridge. There are 2 covered bridges in this particular park. And so that's something that I really encourage you to do. It's free. Sorry about the phone. Okay. It's free. You can do it anytime. You could do it all in one day, or you could stretch it out over the summer. And the most popular I mentioned was Rock Mill. Rock Mill is open from May to October every year, and Sundays from 1 to 4, Wednesdays from 11 to 2, So we'll be there tomorrow. And in fact, we'll be doing the plein air painting there tomorrow too. So come, you can tour the mill, learn all about it, and maybe do some drawing or painting of the mill or the beautiful waterfall in the gorge. And I had some other pictures of the mill. Right next door to the mill is Rock Mill Covered Bridge. Here's a view of the mill and the bridge. 4 stories are above ground level, and 2 stories, including the milling floor, are on the 2 sub-levels. When that gets going, it's water powered like it was 200 years ago. And when those giant cogwheels get going, you can just feel the building vibrate.
So does this go back to what, about the early to mid 1800s?
Yes, we had always thought that it was built in 1824. Some recent research done by one of our volunteers and our interpretive historian indicate that it's probably maybe was built a little bit later. But I'm just in such a habit of saying 1824, it comes out even though I know better. So, but it is, you can see, this picture doesn't do it justice. It's massive. The building sits 90 feet above the gorge. The water wheel is the largest all wood water wheel in the US. There are larger metal ones, but this is all wood like it would have been 200 years ago. And then lastly, I do want to share and invite everybody to come to Harvest Celebration. Every year, and the county's Antique Tractor Club members come out. They plant at this park, Smeck Park, they plant pumpkins, gourds, Indian corn, regular corn. I'm sure I'm leaving something out, but the most popular is the sunflower fields, and they're not quite blooming yet. I'd say maybe another 7 to 10 days, depending on the weather. But in September, then, there goes the phone. In September, then we harvest. They bring their antique equipment, they dig up the potatoes, grab a bag, follow along, grab you a bag of potatoes to take home. You can pick your own pumpkins. We'll have pumpkin painting. We'll have somebody forging knives out of,
I don't know. It seems like maybe one of our previous guests from Fairfield County talked about how Fairfield County is so well known for covered bridges, for example, which date back 150 to 200 years. And you've shown us some of those, but apparently there's a lot of them over there.
Yes, I believe the county still has 14 original covered bridges standing. Wow. Ashtabula County and a city over close to the Indiana border. Now they boast they have more, and they do, but ours are original. The county park district, we have 5 in our district.
Great. A lot of the information that you've shared and, you know, what will be coming up online here in the next, several months. Do you have a website, a Facebook page that people can get a lot of this information from?
We sure do. It's fairfieldcountyparks.org. And if you click calendar, we have many programs. Everything is family friendly, and everything from the things I've mentioned to finding bugs and looking at snakes or taking a hike. And mandala dot painting is a really popular program that we've had this year.
Fantastic. Kimber, we'd like to have you back sometime in the fall when we can update our viewers on things that are coming up during the fall and winter months, if you are willing to come back.
I'd be willing if you have me.
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us today, and debut for Kimber and the Fairfield County Park District coming on board here with us at Litter Media Live to get us caught up on what's happening in beautiful Fairfield County here during the late summer and early fall months. Again, our guest on our Litter Media Fairfield County Special Edition today, Kimber Caito of the Fairfield County Park District. I'm Mike Smith.